5 years ago, in the depth of darkness, our lives shattered like glass. Our once thriving fashion empire crumbled overnight, leaving us with nothing but hollow echoes.
Our biggest clients' announcements wipe out 95% of our income, plunging us in a pit of financial despair. We were lost, directionless, and drowning in desperation.
Yet in the midst of this suffocating quicksand, we found a glimmer of hope. For our own sake and the ones we love, we knew we had to act swiftly.
So with trembling hearts, we took a leap of faith into the world of apartment investing, praying that it would be our lifeline amidst the storm.
So wait. How did two girls from the fashion world go from having zero experience in multifamily apartment investing with no piles of cash to sit on and no rich uncles or friends to support us to start building this growing business?
You see, we were known for our jump first and build our wings on the way down kind of attitude, but this time we knew it wouldn't fly.
While apartment investing can be a really lucrative and scalable business, if you do it wrong, it can turn into a total disaster.
So in order to avoid disasters, there are 3 crucial things you must know before diving in. Not having them would cost you a fortune.
We're going to show you what those 3 things are, as well as things Lady Gaga would do if she started her own apartment investing business. And at the end of this episode, we're going to reveal our scorecard, so to speak, of our apartment investing business.
All right, let's start with the first of our 3 keys to launching a thriving apartment investing business. And in order to do this, we're going to have to tell you about the Medici family. The Medici family, a powerful and influential dynasty, originated in the 14th century.
While their reputation in banking is well known, their success wasn't solely attributed to their financial prowess.
The Medicis grasped the importance of fostering connections and building a strong community.
They nurture relationships in both influential figures and common people, and ensuring they remain connected to their community needs.
Their involvement as civic leaders, leading the public of Florence and holding papal office, further strengthens their bond with the public. They also contributed public works, directly benefiting the community and solidifying their names as benefactors of the city.
Now, in the world of multifamily apartment investing, the notion of build it and they will come doesn't hold water.
Success in this realm is rooted in building trust and rapport with your investors. You must establish yourself as someone they know, like, and trust.
Excellent, right? Point. So remember, while properties are constructed with bricks and mortar, real estate deals are built on foundations of trust and strong relationships.
Here's a common misconception that many new apartment investors fall victim to: neglecting to build relationships with passive investors. This often happens because they feel intimidated when they're talking to investors and raising funds. They think that they're actually asking people for money.
They fear that no one would want to invest with them, and self-doubt start creeping in.
But here's the truth: this fear is unfounded and can mess with your mind big time, so don't let it get the best of you.
The crucial fact to remember is that real estate market already has trillions of dollars invested, and it's just not big institutional investor making all the moves.
In reality, most real estate investments are done by ordinary people just like us, aka retail investors. The key is to find where these investors are hanging out and start building relationships with them. It's as simple as that.
Here's the exciting part. Unlike some business that requires a massive customer base to be profitable, multifamily apartment investing works differently.
You don't need to deal with overwhelming amount of investors. All you need is a handful of interested investors to kickstart your journey.
So let go of those fears and doubts and focus on connecting with potential investors.
You'll be amazed as the opportunities awaits you when you build strong relationships in the world of apartment investing.
Let's make this super easy with some simple math, shall we?
Yes.
Okay, so if you add just 10 passive investors to your database every month, in a year you'll have a whopping 120 passive investors. That's 120 people who potentially can and or will invest with you.
Okay, now picture this. You present your investment opportunity and only 40% of them jump on board. That's still 48 people, each investing, let's say, a $50,000 minimum, which is a minimum of most deals. Crunching the numbers and adding up the mind-blowing $2.4 million. Impressive, right? So here's the moral of the story. Start building your investor list today.
The sooner you start, the sooner you'll be on your way to raising big bucks for your deals. So let those numbers motivate you to take action.
All right, here's the second secret to thriving in an exciting realm. No matter if you're a first timer or a seasoned pro, this one's for you. It's all about finding the right who, not getting tangled in how. When you start out an apartment investing journey, you're revved up like a high-octane fuel drag car filled with motivation and excitement. But watch out, the fire can burn fast if you focus only on how.
It can get overwhelming, frustrating, and exhausting, right? Leading you to lose your passion and maybe even throw in the towel. So, what is the solution? It's time to shift your mindset and start asking, who can help you out? No, it's not about being lazy. We're not about that, right? It's about tapping into the power of delegation and collaboration.
Imagine a bee colony, each bee having a specific role and they stick to it. The queen lays the eggs, the worker bees gathers the nectars and pollen, and the drone assists in mating, and they all care for the larvae. No bees tries to do it all. They focus on their unique talents.
And guess what? The colony thrives because each bee excels at its given role. The queen doesn't waste time gathering the nectar, and the worker bees don't fret over laying eggs.
Everybody plays their part, and the colony buzzes with efficiency and success.
So, take it from a page from the bees book, embrace your strengths and passions, and let the right who handle the rest.
It's time to ditch the old task-driven mindset and hop on the people-driven express to success. Let the be great together.
Now, we are going to let you in on a secret that the top consultant in Hollywood used to help A-list stars overcome the biggest problem every apartment investor ever faces.
So, Lady Gaga is one of the greatest and most confident performers of all time, with hundreds of millions of adoring fans, little monsters, hitting on her every move. I mean, who can get away with wearing a raw meat dress if not Gaga?
Except she's not. She's a total imposter. Well, at least that's how she feels about herself.
And the crazy thing to us is that she's afraid of being judged despite being an icon, and it never goes away, guys, no matter how successful you become.
This is the thing that holds celebrities, athletes, and famous people back, right? And when we first started in apartment investing, it was also holding us back as well.
Because it wasn't about clothing, fashion, or design. This was a whole new world to us.
We used to think, who are we to talk to people about finances, right? I mean, we just lost our entire business and our income.
Touche. We aren't Warren Buffett. We're not Ray Dalio. We're not Scrooge McDuck. We didn't own a single apartment at the start, and although we had a very successful fashion business and a few single family rentals, nobody cares.
Or at least that's what we told ourselves, and that's why we didn't go 10 toes deep right away, because we felt like an imposter.
So to get around this, we turned to the most secretive hack, and Lady Gaga did too. Let us explain. Lady Gaga had a huge problem. You see, she still feels like the loser kid in high school.
And to flip this around, Lady Gaga started her day by reminding herself of her talents and her skill. This technique empowered her to overcome fears and achieve incredible things.
It's not about faking it till you make it. It's about recognizing your worth and your value. This is called focusing on the gain, not the gap. It's all about shifting your focus from the gap to the gain, and instead of comparing yourself to an idealized version or external standards, celebrate your accomplishment and your progress.
As author Ben Hardy and Dan Tillman describe in their book, The Gap and the Gain, being in the gain means you measure yourself backward against where you were before. You measure your own progress. You don't compare yourself to something external. You don't measure yourself against your ideals.
And this is the same thing that Lady Gaga does each and every day to get over her fears and accomplish amazing things. Now, here's how you can get started too. It's super easy, we promise. Each day, pump your confidence up to 120% and reflect on your gains.
Look at your life right now. What are all the gains you can think of?
Define success in your own terms and measure your progress accordingly.
Ask yourself, what are my wins from the past 90 days?
Learn from your experiences, whether it's positive or negative, and focus on what worked.
So back to our start in the multifamily apartment investing business. Even as total newbies in the space, we focus on our gains, what we know how to do, and what we can achieve.
And guess what? Fast forward 5 short years, we've soared to unimaginable heights.
From 0 apartments to a whopping $300 million multifamily apartments portfolio across the US. Can you believe it? We are the living proof that dreams can become reality when you take actions and believe in yourself.
And here's the best part. It's all thanks to the 3 game-changing tips that we've shared with you today in this episode. Those golden nuggets have been the driving force behind our success, and they do the same for you.
So it's your turn now. Go out there and conquer the world of apartment investing.
Thrive, succeed, and unleash your full potential. Remember, if we can do it, you can do it too.
Until next time, let this incredible journey fuel your excitement and determination.
The sky's the limit, and we're cheering you on every step of the way.